Much of the show was imagined by artificial intelligence, something the human organisers were never going to live up to.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the cringiest uses of AI that left us saying, seriously? This is the future?
You're taking jobs away from artists, real human artists. You're everything that's wrong with Hollywood.
Number 10, Coca-Cola holiday ads. Have you ever forgotten to go Christmas shopping, so you threw together something half-assed at the last second? That pretty much sums up the holiday ads that Coca-Cola released in 2024. Three AI studios worked on this campaign. Between all of them, there wasn't a single original idea. We get the sense that Coke was trying to invoke nostalgia, but the ads reek of a soulless copy-paste job. The AI pulls from classic Coca-Cola imagery like polar bears, red trucks, and St. Nick, presented through an uncanny valley filter. Despite what the tagline reads, the ad lacked any real magic.
But nearly 30 years later, the beverage behemoth now facing backlash for taking the real people and the cheer out of the holidays.
If Coke wanted to save money, they should have just re-aired one of their original Holidays Are Coming ads. A re-gift is better than this.
Something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright?
Number 9, Megalopolis fake critic quotes.
It's a nice picture, but how do we know?
Well, there's no other way. How else could such a slow-maturing species make it through the Ice Age?
People expected Francis Ford Coppola's longtime passion project to be divisive. Of course, some of his most influential films didn't get the best reviews upon release, but those critics would eat their words years later. This was highlighted in a Megalopolis trailer, which featured quotes from negative reviews of his classic films. It's a clever marketing strategy, except for one issue. The trailer was full of fabricated quotes that AI reportedly generated. The ad couldn't even get general opinions right. Pauline Kael actually praised The Godfather in The New Yorker, while Roger Ebert gave Bram Stoker's Dracula a positive review.
Oddly enough, some of the original reviews do indeed feature quotes that, taken out of context as they often are in movie trailers, may have served the purpose of painting a picture that Coppola has been doubted before.
Lionsgate admitted in a statement that they screwed up, removing the trailer and cutting ties with the marketing consultant responsible, Eddie Egan. Number 8, Wes Anderson AI. SNL parodied Wes Anderson's style in a 2013 sketch that asked, "What would a Wes Anderson horror movie look like?" It successfully captured what makes Anderson a true auteur with a mix of satire and homage.
We have to protect ourselves, or we'll die.
Quick, let's gather all our weapons. Rock hammer, Swiss Army knife, slingshot, firecracker, ship in a bottle, protractor, picture of Edith Piaf.
The same can't be said about the trailers that Curious Refuge and other YouTubers have created using AI. The setup has potential, reimagining The Lord of the Rings and Star Wars as Anderson movies.
Our quest is clear. We must destroy the One Ring, overcome the eccentricities of our newfound fellowship, and perhaps learn the true meaning of friendship along the way.
Beyond having digital celebrities eerily stare into the camera, though, these faux trailers provide no real commentary on what makes Anderson or these franchises unique. Even the visuals don't always fit the Anderson aesthetic, just coming off as awkward. Quite frankly, we'd rather listen to Patrick H. Willems rant about why these trailers fall short.
These videos reduce Wes Anderson to an Instagram filter, a checklist of style tropes to be pasted onto something.
Number 7, Microsoft's Tay. In March 2016, Microsoft introduced a Twitter chatbot named Tay, which stands for Thinking About You. With the persona of an American teenage girl, Tay was intended to learn from interactions with users.
She would use the power of this sort of hive-minded approach, gathering data, gathering input, and kind of just was let loose on Twitter.
Considering all of the hate speech that has flooded Twitter and now X over the years, Microsoft really should have seen this blowing up in their faces. In addition to repeating offensive phrases that users had taught it, Tay became a source of misinformation, denying that the Holocaust happened.
And within a few hours, you can see she took on a rather offensive, racist tone, a lot of messages about genocide and the Holocaust.
After swiftly suspending the account and deleting numerous tweets, Microsoft accidentally released Tay again before working out all the bugs. By the end of the year, Tay was offline, and Microsoft released a new bot named Zoe, which avoids discussing anything controversial.
Tay went from tweeting, "Hello world," to "Bush did 9/11 and Hitler was right." Meaning she completed the entire life cycle of your high school friends on Facebook in just a fraction of the time.
Number 6. AI are us. Many view AI as a shiny new toy. Not every toy lives up to the hype, however. This particular one should have been kept in the box.
Charles Lazarus had a vision that would go on to change toy stores forever.
Using the OpenAI generation tool Sora, Toys R Us released an ad exploring the origins of founder Charles Lazarus and the company's mascot Jeffrey the Giraffe. The ad aims for a whimsical, dreamlike sentiment, but the imagery is the stuff of nightmares.
The greatest toy store there is.
We're not sure what's creepier, a digital Charles Lazarus whose haircut, glasses, and face changed multiple times throughout the ad, or the poorly rendered Jeffrey the Giraffe, who blankly gazes down at the young shopper with dead eyes. We guarantee that if you gave any kid a camcorder, they could come up with something better than this.
The giraffe was really what did it for me. In one scene, it would look one way, and then it looked very different in another scene.
Number 5. Marvel's Secret Invasion intro. This MCU miniseries revolves around a conspiracy, with shape-shifting Skrulls replacing humans.
And everyone I killed took a little piece out of my heart.
You're not the only one.
No. But I am the only one brave enough to admit it.
The show's opening title sequence reflected this, and not in a good way. To the casual onlooker, it may seem like a standard intro. Many viewers sensed something was off, however. They were right to be suspicious, as Method Studios created the sequence using AI. Method Studios claims no jobs were taken and additional methods were employed. Many animators took offense. It didn't help that this transpired during the 2023 Hollywood labor disputes, with the use of AI being a key issue.
That at a moment when streaming and AI and digital is so prevalent in the industry, it has disemboweled the industry that we once knew.
Adding insult to injury, the credits themselves looked bland and cheap, which is inexcusable for a show that cost over $200 million to produce. Number 4. Willy's Chocolate Experience. What seems like a tasty treat can come in deceitful wrapping paper. The website for this unofficial Charlie and the Chocolate Factory experience enticed visitors with its colorful images. Once people arrived at the event in Glasgow, Scotland, they weren't immersed in a candy-coated wonderland. They were plunged into a shoddy warehouse lacking in decorations, sweets, and ties to the source material.
There was none of the joy and colour these kids had been looking forward to. It was all so absurd, their disappointment made global headlines.
Seriously, what is the unknown? House of Illuminati founder Bill Cole claims AI didn't write the script, although he has published numerous AI-generated books.
I suffer with dyslexia. I've had to run it through AI to be able to check spelling, grammar, and continuity.
In any case, AI was heavily used for the promotional material, which should have been obvious in retrospect given the inconsistent designs and baffling spelling mistakes. We bet that AI makes the chocolate taste terrible.
It was like something that you would see maybe at a kid's birthday party, you know, not an event that you've paid £35 a ticket for.
Number 3, The Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. The Wizard of Oz remains a cinematic treasure almost a century later. The idea of experiencing it at an all-encompassing venue like the Sphere sounded promising, until we saw how AI was being integrated.
oh, I really want to see Dorothy with her shoes on at this frame, but I don't. If I've ever seen Dorothy's shoes on one frame, using these generative AI techniques, I can now show the shoes in a future one that we could not see her feet.
It'd be one thing if AI were sparingly used to make the 1939 film fit the arena. Unfortunately, AI slop drapes the entire production, sucking out much of the original's practical magic.
But now, thanks to AI, you can now see the cast from head to toe, and if somebody walked off screen in the original movie, AI reimagines what they were doing off camera.
The whole movie isn't even presented, with roughly 25 minutes being cut. As if that weren't bad enough, an AI-generated David Zaslav makes a cameo. In a way, we guess that's fitting. If AI is the ultimate enemy of art, the Warner Brothers Discovery CEO is a close second. There's no place like home, and this ain't it.
It's the first time people can see what AI can do to a movie fully, right? And they think that it's art that should not be changed.
Number 2, fake Hurricane Helene photos. There's no denying that Hurricane Helene had a devastating effect on the southeastern US in September 2024. As many areas were flooded, social media overflowed with misinformation. Numerous AI-generated photos, most notably one of a crying little girl clinging to her dog, went viral.
There are some subtle things in the images that indicate they're AI. In one image, between the puppy's head and the girl's hair, there's a white space, with the background missing.
Not only did this confuse first responders trying to do their jobs, but members of the far right weaponized the phony photos in an attempt to demonize the Biden administration. Another photo of Donald Trump pushing through floodwaters was also confirmed to be AI.
Trump's hand is misshapen. The text on the yellow hat is gibberish. Trump's outfit doesn't match real pictures from multiple news outlets of what he was wearing while in Valdosta.
In an age where some will believe whatever they see online, these AI images weren't just cringe-inducing. They were distasteful, manipulative, and potentially damaging, distracting from the true tragedies taking place.
First, think twice about images that just seem too dramatic. Next, look for inconsistencies in details across similar images.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. AI Obama arrested. AI can be used for good in the right hands, but it can also be dangerous in the wrong ones. We can't think of a usage that's made us more uncomfortable than this AI-generated video, where Barack Obama is detained in the Oval Office.
The post comes after the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, accused the Obama administration of a treasonous conspiracy to undermine Trump's 2016 election win.
In the video, the FBI apprehends the former president as Donald Trump watches with glee. It then jumps to Obama in an orange jumpsuit behind bars. The use of the song YMCA was also a choice. Although the video is artificial, the real Trump reposted it on social media. That notion alone might be even cringier than the video itself. It might have been a distraction, but the fake video won't make Trump's own legal troubles go away.
Democrats have labelled it a politically motivated move at a time where the president seeks to redirect the conversation from the Epstein files.
What's the cringiest use of AI you've ever seen? Let us know in the comments.
You think that's a good idea?
Yeah, it sounds like a deconstructed comfort food. Let's dive into a business proposal and have some fun shaping it up.